Is digital evangelism possible? Definitely. Digital evangelism is simply using digital devices to share the gospel, the good news with other people. In my own experience, I've seen that people can actually get to share the gospel if you are very intentional about using digital devices. A couple of years ago, I ran Facebook ads with less than $10. And in the space of 2 weeks, I was able to reach over 6,000 people with the gospel. It was just a simple gospel presentation video called the Three Circles video. I didn't even create the video myself. I just took the video from YouTube. It was about 1 minute and 20 seconds or so long. And it was a video telling people the need for Jesus because we are all broken and you needed to come to Jesus and know him as your personal Lord and Savior by trusting him, and then he will take you out of brokenness. So when I added some money to this video and I was able to push it to people in Nigeria specifically. And the way the video was set up was that if you are interested in moving out of brokenness into God's great plan, you would respond to a WhatsApp link. You will just click and then it will get into WhatsApp. And then I chatted with people and I got about 60 people in a conversation where I shared the gospel with them. Eventually, out of those 60 people, three of them gave their hearts to Jesus and they made a confession of their faith. I asked them to do a voice note. And so they did a voice note back to me and it just ensured that they had given their hearts to Jesus. I eventually had to stop the ad because I was getting overwhelmed with the amount of people that were coming, and I didn't have enough manpower or the automated tools to be able to manage that crowd. But it showed me something that if you are intentional about preaching the gospel to people that do not know Jesus, you'll be able to get, people that will give their hearts to Jesus. I've also heard stories of people on digital platforms that gave their hearts to Jesus. There's a story in the book Sharing Jesus Online that was written by Jeff Reed and Dr. John Harris, where a young lady on TikTok gave her heart to Jesus just by watching TikTok videos, and she wanted to be baptized to identify with Jesus. There's another story I've heard of also during the Muslim Ramadan fast where the gospel was preached using that story of Abraham, wanting to sacrifice Isaac, and then that story was what was used to preach the gospel, and quite a number of people give their hearts to Jesus. So if we are intentional about using digital tools, digital evangelism is something that is powerful, is something that can be done. All we need is some intentionality behind our activities and sharing the gospel in a simple and clear way. And then we can follow up with people to give their hearts to Jesus Christ.